Grew up in Ham Lake, Minnesota. Son of a hardworking man, middle kid of three, and my mom died when I was 11, which changed a lot of things for us. Didn't have the most typical upbringing, but we made do. Dad worked hard to give us what we needed, and learned a lot about hard work and perseverance through him. Watched him raise three kids without a wife or mother, and I'm very grateful for the man he was. He was a believer and leaned on the Lord a lot during that time. Went to a Baptist church, and a lot of the kids that were going off to school, Baptist, Bethel, it sort of was the place to go. People would go to Bethel, and was the reason I didn't want to go. Was sure I wasn't going to go there. I wasn't going to follow everybody else. And that was my mindset. Football was becoming a bigger part of my life, and was getting some attention from other places, and had a look around, and Bethel was on the map, but it wasn't where I would have chosen to go initially. But things changed. I had an injury that caused it to get really quiet for me really quick, except for Bethel. Steve Johnson and Coach Plinsky expressed the same amount of interest in me, whether I was broken or not, and realized I could play here, have a great time. My heart was won over just by the people here and by Coach, and decided on my own that this was a place for me, and I couldn't be happier that that's how it worked out. It made an incalculable difference in so many ways. I can't imagine my life not having Bethel a part of it. It was really a gift from God, and I didn't know it at the time, but it was a place to explore the world, only 20 minutes from home, but felt like forever away. Got to play high caliber football, got to meet friends that are still my friends to this day and will be till we die. Met my wife here, which is the most important. We raising a family of 4 kids, and just I can't imagine life without Bethel. My brothers and sisters followed me. My stepmom worked here, and she retired last year. There's been a Tanem at Bethel since 1991, roaming the halls, and it's made an incalculable difference in my life. Since graduating, I've been working at a variety of different jobs. Had a business with one of my line mates, Craig Turnquist. We had a company together for a few years. That was fun. We're still best friends, and proud to say that. It doesn't always work out that way. Married my wife, Heather, who was a Bethel grad, and we got 4 kids, 13 through 6. And 2 boys, 2 girls. The oldest is convinced he's coming here to play football at Bethel, which would be amazing. I sell steel for Firestone, Bridgestone, and just living away up north in Coon Rapids, moved really far away, enjoying life. My Bethel experience helped me in countless ways. Just being a part of something so much bigger than yourself, selling out and sacrificing for something that was worth it. The school itself gave me a great education in spite of myself. It allowed me to look around and see the world from a different perspective, in a safe and meaningful way, living a somewhat sheltered upbringing, and I'm grateful for that. My time here was largely impacted by the football experience and what we went through together, selling ourselves for a single purpose, and the joy and the love and the sacrifice and all of those qualities and attributes that are Bethel football still live with me to this day. And I coach my son's team and try to impart what I've learned in a small way, even with the 8th grade boys like that. And it's just been it affects me and impacts me daily, and I get to look back. I look at what's happening here now, and a fatherly proud is how I put it, of what's been built here, and just to be able to say I had a tiny little sliver of a part of that just thrills me to no end, and I'm just grateful for all that's done here. Well, one of the sayings I've developed that I think applies here is that I've never met a man who regretted giving everything he had for something that was worth it. But I've met a ton of guys who have regretted or have regrets about not giving everything they have for something. I learned that here. Give everything you have, give it all away, and then you'll have no regrets. You hold on to it, you're just one of millions. I love to support this team in whatever way I can. Come to the games, come to the breakfast, do whatever it is we can be a part of, and bring my son and expose him to this atmosphere and what's happening here that's so different, unique. Being out there on a Saturday afternoon is like no feeling. Even when you're old and crusty like us, it's the best. And come on out and catch a game.